Hi all, this is Solo, and in this video we'll be going over the best tanks for Mega Plus difficulty, or in just general. Tanks in this game are quite scarce. There are not many tanks in this game. Probably one of the only negatives in the new Digimon game. There isn't enough variety of tanks. You can basically turn any Digimon into a tank, but it's only specific Digimons that have traits that you could sort of pair with tanks, okay? So we're going to go over it, and as usual, we're going to go over it, and then we are going to go into a tier list towards the end of the video. Right, so let's get into it. So, in terms of Digimon, we have... There's only 3 Digimon I can recommend to be tanks, right? So we got Jesmon. We're going to go over to him. So basically, he has a counter physical, and with this counter physical, it counters with a fire attack or a power of 105, and it counters every physical attack based on that as well. You add taunting to it to make him taunt, and you can actually add reflect physical and reflect magical if you want to as well, and you can just mix and match whatever you want. But basically, he's resistance against fire and lightning as well, and he's resistance against vaccine. So it is dependent on the enemy you are fighting, but basically he has a counter physical, which makes him quite a good tank, right? He's sort of designed for it. And next we have Craniamon. This guy's quite a different one. I kind of slept on this guy, but he's got Breath of the Gods. Breath of the Gods is 100% chance to nullify physical and magical attacks. So it's kind of like attack and magic reflect, but it doesn't actually reflect the attack. It just nullifies it. So basically, he can take continuously hits per turn, and he takes 0 damage. So yeah, he's pretty much a really good tank. Resistance against steel and lightning as well. Yeah, he's just in general just a really good tank. The problem is with his attack, he has to constantly use it every I think it's every turn, and basically he becomes just a bullet sponge or a shield as such. He cannot attack, but he doesn't take any damage either. And obviously you can make this use of taunt, reflect physical, and stats anomalies, immunity, and reflect magical. You can do that in equipment as well. But you can obviously give the personality to make him attack first every turn as well with the personality skills. The personality skill is called First in Line, and I'll put a video in the video description below. There'll be a video going over every single personality skill and how to get it, right? In my previous videos, so it'll be in the comments below. And probably the best tank in the game by far, no questions asked. This guy is a goat in terms of actual tanking. KingEtemon, right? This guy is just ridiculous, right? He's not only the best tank in the game, he's probably the most built spec for tanking in the game. This guy has Monkey Wrench. Monkey Wrench is 100% chance to do 50% reduction in attack and intelligence for 1 turn when you cast as a Monkey Wrench. Monkey Wrench also taunts the user, and it taunts all enemies. So you're taunting the entire team and reducing their attack and intelligence by 50%, which is basically their main attack, either physical or magical. He's resistance against grass and earth, and the thing is, you can actually go and put magic reflect on him as well as physical reflect, so you can actually cast these both at the same time to reflect damage. Then you can taunt all the enemies, and as soon as they hit you, it reflects back at the opponent. I've done a few things as well. I gave him X Revive to revive his teammates if he needs to, X Aura to recover his own health. And not only that, if you use the Emerald Arbor data fragment, it boosts the effects of HP recovery by 50% when in battle. So if you give him this, it'll actually increase his healing by 50%. And I've also made a multi-wall a thing as well for him, so nullifies all status anomalies. So he cannot get poisoned or, slow, paralyzed, all that sort of stuff, right? What you want to do with this guy, you want to increase his speed, defense, and SPI. I haven't increased his SPI, but I need to. SPI is magic defense, I'm pretty sure. Defense is obviously physical defense, and speed is how quickly you can attack per turn. The thing is, on the personality skills on this guy, I have got First in Line. That is a zealous skill. It says adoring, but it's actually a zealous skill. And basically it is always act first, so I can always get that taunt off first with Monkey Wrench before anything else, so they all automatically attack him, and I can actually get my other teammates to then cast then cast healing skills and reflect physical and magical on him. I was thinking if you go to Venusmon and she can heal him at the same time as he is taking damage, to KingEtemon, and then make him basically just reflect all the damage to the opponents while I'm healing him, and then Mastermon can, after she's casted attack and magic reflect, she can go and heal and also do some damage at the same time. This works really well in Mega Plus difficulty, and yeah, it's just the guy's just the GOAT, dude. He really is. There isn't many, like I said, there isn't many tanks. You can pretty much make anyone a tank, but in terms of actually specific tanks, KingEtemon is basically the god tier, right? He's basically the Venusmon of tanks, right? Basically, Venusmon is the triple S tier healer. He's a triple S tier tank, right? There's no doubt about it. So yeah. Right, it's going to be a nice and quick tier list. So, obviously, I'm going to put Jesmon. He's going to be a B rank. He's okay for a tank if you want to use the reflect physical and do the extra damage. But realistically, because he's only got single taunt, he is that B and he doesn't do that much damage. This guy is obviously going to have to be an A because of his skill, the effect to nullify all attacks, physical and magical. Problem is he can't attack while he's doing it because he's got to cast a skill, but he is good just to be there as a bullet sponge. And then we got KingEtemon. So he's obviously the GOAT. He is the triple S tier. He is basically the Venusmon of tanks. He is by far the best tank in the game, by far. He can taunt all enemies at the same time. Not only can he taunt all enemies at the same time, he can cast magic and physical reflect on himself, and he can use items to increase his healing and nullify any stats anomalies, making him an absolute must-have in any team comp for Mega Plus difficulty, especially when you're going against bosses and stuff like that. His taunt does work pretty well against anything. Some bosses will just do AoE attacks. You just can't get past that. But in terms of single target damage and single target attacks, his taunt is invaluable in a Mega Plus difficulty team. And him paired with Venusmon overheal him and him magic and physical reflect back to the opponents makes him absolute god tier. Okay, I know this was a short one, but there's not many tanks in Digimon Story Time Strangers, unfortunately. That is one of the negatives. I think they should definitely add more tanks to the game. But now there's a new anime out, there will be new Digimon out, so no doubt the new game will have some of the new Digimon in, and hopefully we'll get some more tanks in that as well. I hope some more taunting classes, right? But anyway, if you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.